Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Suds YouTube channel, where we talk about NBA basketball and a little bit of college when college season is going on. But today, we're going to be talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves trading for Rudy Gobert, which I thought was a power move, but also they gave up everything that they possibly could have gave up for Rudy Gobert. So today, we're going to be talking about that package, why I think it's a good or bad trade for both teams, as well as the fit for the new guys that are coming into each system. So we're going to start off with what was included in this package. First of all, Minnesota is sending their 2023 first round pick, their 2025 first round pick, 2027, and a top 5 2029 first round pick. So 4 first round picks, and also Walker Kessler, who counts as a 5th first round pick to me. They also got Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverley, Jared Vanderbilt, and as well as Leonardo Balmero. So a pretty hefty haul for the Utah Jazz for just one guy. This is a Kevin Durant package to me. And now looking at this, Kevin Durant's probably getting like 8 picks for the amount he's worth. This is a great trade for both teams in different reasons, or for different reasons. Utah gets a ton of future assets. They also get some guys that can play now and contribute if they really do want to retool around Donovan Mitchell. Although I will talk about why I think that this was a bad move for right now for the Jazz. But they get all these guys in the system that can contribute right away. I don't know about Walker Kessler. He kind of seems like a Rudy Gobert to me. Good defender, but can't defend the outside perimeter, and he can't really shoot the ball. So he's a lot like Rudy Gobert in that comparison. But I thought the Timberwolves gave up a lot, and probably too much for Rudy Gobert, in the sense of they gave up their entire future. So if they're bad in the next 3 years or 6 years, however long it is, they give up their entire future for this. And the Utah Jazz are going to be making a fortune off of them. So this is just going to be a massacre if this is what happens and the Timberwolves do not work out. Although I do like that they get that defensive guy next to Cat. They still kept D'Lo and Ant, so they still have that young core. Obviously, Rudy Gobert isn't a young guy, but 30, he's okay. He's got a couple years left in him, maybe 5 if he stays healthy. But they get this whole core together, along with Jaden McDaniels, who I'm assuming will probably take that small forward route now. Maybe they put Taurean Prince in there. I don't know, but still, they gave up all their depth for this. So I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they're going to sign some guys in free agency. I don't know, but this is a lot to give up for one guy. If this was Kevin Durant, I'd understand, but for Rudy Gobert, this is a lot. But I do say they get an immense pick and roll system now with Rudy Gobert and Cat setting screens. For Ant and D'Lo, they're probably going to be one of the best screening teams in that sense. I know Cat isn't a very good screener, but he's not a bad one by any means. Rudy Gobert was one of the top screeners. He's kind of like a brick wall. And he's also one of the best rebounders, if not the best rebounder in the league. So they get this guy that can come in, play defense, rebound the ball for them, do what they need him to do. He doesn't need to score the ball. He'll probably score 10, 15 points a game, get 15 rebounds, get 2, 3 blocks. He'll be amazing for the Timberwolves. Cat can now take that 4 position. He'll slide over. I think he's probably better at the 4 position because he's a shooter. He's not much of a defender. So maybe he'll be better in that role. Also, I don't know, but if you're looking at the Utah Jazz and you're looking at this team that they have around Donovan Mitchell now, I think they'd be better off almost trading away Donovan Mitchell at this point and just retooling with just young guys, because you're looking at it, they traded away Royce O'Neal, who I thought they should have probably just kept, because if they're really trying to retool, he would have been the perfect piece to have around Donovan Mitchell, because he already knows the system and he is a good defender, a good three-point shooter. So I don't know. I don't agree with what the Utah Jazz did in the sense of they gave up Rudy Gobert, their star guy, next to Donovan Mitchell, and they didn't get a star back. So if they really do want to retool around Donovan Mitchell, they're going to have to make some heavy moves here. Although they do have a ton of guys that can contribute, and maybe some guys like Jared Vanderbilt or Walker Kessler come in and they contribute more than we are expecting them to. So you never know. But yeah, just a huge trade. A lot of assets, a lot of people being thrown around in this trade. I don't know. Malik Beasley is okay. Good. He's kind of like a Jordan Clarkson to me. Maybe a little bit worse of a ball handler and passer, but he's a sharpshooter just like Jordan Clarkson. who had a down year last year. I won't say he's a sharpshooter because his last year he was really inefficient, but the years before that he was a sharpshooter. Patrick Beverley, a great leader, a guy that can come in and lead these young guys to a not a championship, definitely not in Utah, to a playoff role. I don't know. Maybe they get to the playoffs. Patrick Beverley led the Timberwolves to the playoffs last year. I mean, he didn't do it alone, but his defense and his leadership definitely helped them get there. Walker Kessler could be that Rudy Gobert replacement. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be that good, but he was really good in college in blocking. He was like 4.5, 5 blocks per game in college, which is ridiculous. Then Jared Vanderbilt, he's great work ethic, good rebounder, good defender. Can't shoot a ton, but he can shoot a little bit. So maybe he develops a little bit more of a shot next year and can be a more of a contributor on the offensive end. And then I think that's all they gave up players-wise. Oh, yeah, Leonard Balmero. He's probably not going to be much. I don't see him coming in and being a contributor to any team right now. Maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. We still have to see what the Utah Jazz do if they really are retooling around Donovan Mitchell. Maybe they go out and they get a star with all those picks they just got. Who knows? But this is a good trade. I think a better trade for the Utah Jazz because of all the assets they got. And I think the Timberwolves also, it's a good trade because they got the guy they wanted, a defender, a defensive player of the year next to Cat. So both teams could be scary next year depending on how the Jazz turn out, but Timberwolves will for sure be a scary team to face for any playoff team or any regular season team for that matter. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, follow my Twitter. The Post Up Podcast is one of them. You can also follow the Sud Sports one, my personal one, and you can follow and see all my news, all my takes. I post a bunch of stuff. You can see right here, I post a ton of stuff on free agency. But if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe, follow. Again, thank you for your support, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen.